not the result we are looking for. What were your initial takeaways from that game?
That's the same thing I just shared with the team right there. I mean, we got to continue to get better at the little things. We're 1 or 2 play up. We got a corner that goes inside. We should have stayed outside. We missed a field goal. We had a field goal block. We missed a 4th down in the red zone. So some of those little things, very correctable mistakes. And at the end of the day, we were still very young on offense. We got to understand that. There's a lot of production, and we're still getting things figured out. With who's playing quarterback and all that. And this is not a going back to the drawing board situation. We're going to learn from this, and we get right into region play next week. So I'm excited about the response we got right there. We're going to go back to work tomorrow morning. The work does not stop, and we get an opportunity to hit it on Friday morning. So we'll be right back to it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the quarterbacks. Obviously, Witt goes out there, and Austin comes in.
Yeah.
I guess you guys just talked about the decision to start with and then move over to Austin again.
Yeah, well, they were loading the box up on us a little bit. We're getting some reads where we felt like we had to throw the ball and get the ball down the field. But again, we're so inexperienced. We got guys that are juniors and seniors at wide receiver, but it's just that inexperience. The only way you're going to get experience is to play in football games. And playing in football games, you're going to make mistakes. So our response will be, how do we learn from those mistakes?
How would you assess? I know you go back and watch film and everything. How would you assess how Witt and Austin performed?
I thought they performed great. I mean, they commanded and led the offense. We had a couple of delay of games. You got to make sure we're watching the clock and seeing those things. We simulate that a little better in practice. But those guys have done an incredible job. Really, that whole quarterback room. It's a very tight-knit room, and those guys are natural leaders, leading our offense and keeping us together. And we'll keep moving forward.
Hey, you say you're still figuring out what to do in quarterback. What does that look like next? Just go through practice again, see who kind of stands out there. What's the plan going forward?
Yeah, again, it's not a back to the drawing board situation. We knew we were going to go into this game and play 2. We thought Austin just kind of got hot and was rolling there. Up until about the 4th quarter there, they get a late score. This is a 1-score football game. Anything else, don't wish I could go back and change anything, but you look at, maybe we should have kicked the field goal instead of going for it on 4th down. But I thought defensively, had a lot of guys cramping up tonight, and I just thought it was the right decision. We were rolling on offense. So, it's the ebb and flows of the game, and we try and make sure that we stay right there in the middle. And again, we'll learn from this.
With Witt and Austin, what do you like about Witt? What do you like about Austin? Witt has a lot of experience. Austin really talented.
Yeah, I thought over the last few weeks, Witt's really done a good job and stepped up and been the leader that we hoped that we would have been. You grow so much from your sophomore to your junior year. I mean, we're talking about a kid that led a team full of seniors to the state championship game last year, so that's something to say about it. And Austin's come in and done a great job. He's missed the spring and summer with us. We feel like he's got a high ceiling, and the same with him. He's got to get in there and get experience. He has never played in an atmosphere like this. Bulldog faithful was here. It was a packed out crowd. Had the AHSAA game of the week. So you just got to get them into the game and get them to experience.
Obviously, the defense had some like 2 plays they gave up, but overall they performed really well. You just want to see out outside of the ball.
Yeah, still proud of those guys. That's what we're hanging our hat on. That's what our experience is. Of nine seniors that are back that played a lot last year. I had 100-classmen. Ended up coming inside on just a little old simple screen out here to the boundary. But again, that young man, he's going to learn from those mistakes. He went ahead and corrected it during the drive right there. So we're getting the response that we want out of it.